Didn't that game tonight remind you a lot of that 5-2 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning quite a few games ago? It feels like ages ago because they had that back-to-back 5-1 losses after that. But a great all-around hockey game for the boys in blue and white tonight, beating the Seattle Kraken 4-1. And Willie Nylander drops a couple goals. Matthews with a pull shot empty netter. Joseph Wall got in the cage today. He was great. Matthew Nyes gets on the board. Just an all-around solid game. And we'll break it all down right now because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, all right? Let's start in the first period where, again, I was watching the game. Obviously, it's Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody watching. Hope you, if anybody's still trick-or-treating and watching these videos, first off, thank you. Second of all, hope you enjoyed and got lots of candy. And for all the other people, like myself, hopefully you enjoyed yourself shelling out candy if you did, or just had a nice night in watching the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Kraken. Now, in that first period, I was thinking about it as we're watching, shots on goal in the period. We're 14-11 in favor of the Leafs, but I'm like, nothing really seems like it's very dangerous, right? Nothing really felt like there was a big threat everywhere, right? That's kind of what I thought watching that. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to find all the highlights for you. But the Leafs get a face-off with about, 10 seconds left? Like, there really wasn't much time left in the first period. And I think I have it here. It's like 7 odd seconds to go. 8.1 on the draw. Matthews wins it forward, tries to pass it across. It gets blocked, but he gets another opportunity. Passes it across to Mitch Marner, who lays it on a platter for Matthew Nyes, who continues to score. He buries it. 4.7 on the clock, and the Leafs take the 1-0 lead heading into the intermission. Like I mentioned, shots on goal were 14-11 in favor of the Buds. And you're like, okay, Matthews and Marner grab assists in the goal at 19:55. And we're feeling good. You go to the second period, and again, you're waiting for that punch from the other team. Well, it doesn't take very long for the Leafs. And can we talk about this, right? Great outlet pass. I don't think they got a point today. Or was it Morgan? It might have been Mo. No, sorry. I think it was OEL. Gets it up to the pass all the way up to John Tavares at the opposition blue line, enters the zone, waits for literally everybody to fly by him, and in comes Morgan Riley, basically down the middle of the ice, drops it off about at the side of the circle, and the pass from Riley, cross seam to about the circle to Willie Nylander, wide open cage, buries it past Joey Decord, and the Leafs lead it now 2-0. A really good start to the second period, only $1:39 in, and you've got a 2-0 lead. Riley and Tavares grab assists in the goal. Nylander's 7th on the season. You're feeling great about things. We keep going. 8 minutes after that, and boy, was this one pretty, wasn't it? I mean, my goodness. Willie comes down the right wing and drops it off to Max Pacioretty. But this is just as Max Pacioretty, if you watch the replay, he gets hit by a dude at the blue line, but Buddy bounces off him, and he enters the zone, drops it off, I believe, to Tavares, who gives it to Willie down the half boards. And like I mentioned, Nylander with a backhand feed to Pacioretty, who's in the center of the ice. Nice save by Joey Decord. And Tavares, did he have a shot there? Let me try and pull this up again. Did he have a second chance at it? He kind of swung and missed at it. Picks up the puck, gets knocked down to his knees, doesn't look, and sweeps the puck to the back post to Willie Nylander, who got lost in the play and went around the back of the net to the back post. A beautiful play from all involved in that line tonight, other than Willie Nylander getting yelled at from Craig Berube because of that horrific turnover to start the third period where he was dogging at the end of his shift in his own zone and then lost the puck, caused a turnover. Other than that, that line was outstanding tonight. It really, really was. And that made it 3-0 Leafs, 9:24 into the second period. Pacioretty and Tavares with assists on the goal. And you're feeling good, right? You're halfway through the game. You're out shooting them a little bit, right? But even then, their high danger chances don't really feel like much is going on. You're feeling pretty confident. You go into the second minute intermission, up 3-0. Shots on goal were 9-5 Seattle in the second period. But again, it felt like the Leafs dominated the play for the most part. And you go into the third period, and again, very similar period. The Leafs doing a great job defending. Joe Wall making the saves he's supposed to make. And then they pull the goalie with about 5 minutes to go, something like that. Nelly Tolvanen scores. Just a beautiful shot. And if you watch the replay from kind of his vantage point, Tolvanen, how the hell did that get through? It went through like 4 dudes in Joe Wall. Can't blame Joe. Can't really blame anybody. Just seeing eye shot. And it's 3-1. So things are getting a little bit interesting, right? Still 3.5 to play. They're going to pull their goalie again. What's going to happen? And the Leafs do fail to clear the zone one time. And it's Matthews trying to carry it out. Can't do it. Ends up turning it back in his own end. Not great. And then what's going to go unnoticed, because he didn't get an assist on the play, but Mitch Marner, with all the scrutiny that he gets in this market, ties that puck up along the boards. You watch it. These dudes are not able to dig the puck out. And when it does come free, it's just inside in the blue line, where their defensemen are literally like, I don't know, basically to where these pictures are to each other. Very close, pretty much. And what happens is everybody converges on the point. Nyes knocks down one of the defenders. Matthews gets the puck, gets outside the blue line, but then the bank shot off the boards, just outside his own blue line, and to bank it off the boards and go dead center into the empty cage. Pretty wild stuff. His fifth, unassisted at 18-17 of the third period to put the game out of reach, and the Leafs win it, like I mentioned, 4-1 at Scotiabank Arena tonight on Halloween. Good stuff, right? I'm not going to sit here and say they played the best game of all time, but they played a good hockey game. Again, Seattle's not some great team. 5-4-1 coming into play today. They're fine. We have the same record as them, but the Leafs outplayed them like crazy. In the third period, shots were 10-5 in favor of the Leafs. They had the goalie pulled for technically 4 minutes. Right? I think they also had a power play as well. The Leafs did an outstanding job in that third period, not allowing really anything. Outshot them by double, outshot them for the game 29-25, and that's all she wrote. Face-off dot dominated, 55% for the Leafs, 30-24 there. Power plays, they were 0 for 3. Leafs were 0 for 2. However, you watch that second power play they had, both units, they caved Seattle in, and Max Pacioretty somehow couldn't bury that one. I like what I'm seeing from the power play, at least on that second attempt. They looked good. Hits were 34-30 in favor of the Leafs. Shots on goal were in favor of the Leafs. And a big thing, Joseph Woll back in the cage. Last time he played, obviously his first game of the year against St. Louis, where I had that game time incident. And they lost 5-1. It was not pretty. So he gets the start tonight after Anthony Stolarz. You can't blame him for the last game, but also, for all the power play goals against. But the stats weren't great. I think it was like 4 on 23 shots. Not great. So you get Joe Woll out there. The Leafs played well in front of him, but 1 goal on 25 shots. Made the saves he had to make. Made a couple nice ones too. So I liked what I saw from him, starting to get back into the groove. But for the love of God, stay healthy. Key players tonight, I guess Matthews was, but Willie Nylander with 2 goals and a +2. Boston Matthews a goal and an assist and a +2. Nyes continues to score. He had a goal. He now has 6 goals on the season, only 1 assist. He's just potting them in the back of the net. You'll love to see it. John Tavares with 2 assists, and boy, that one was absolutely beautiful. 2 assists and a +2. Riley with an assist and a +3. Max Pacioretty. Now, I wanted to touch on him for a second, because he's been a healthy scratch a couple times. He had a really good last game. Didn't he have 3 assists in the last game? Let me confirm that. 3 assists in that last game. He had 1 assist today, and it was a +2. He had 7 hits, including, was Jared McCann at the Leafs bench? Oh, that was dirty. And he's just throwing the body everywhere. Dude's old. I would not be opposed to them sitting him down at times during the year to preserve him, because, let's be honest, that line, again, it is slow. So it might not be great every night, but it's heavy, it's smart, and I don't know, they looked really good tonight. I think they were the best line out there today. They looked fantastic. Mitch Marner an assist and a +2. OEL, Bobby McMahon, Chris Tanev, and Connor Timmins, all pluses in this game tonight. I liked what I saw. They played a good hockey game. On to the next one, though. That's really what this Leaf team has to keep doing, is just on to the next one, keep going. All right? The next game for the Leafs is, if it'll load, Saturday night in St. Louis against the Blues. That's a Saturday night hockey night. Anyways, that video, guys, I'm letting you know, will probably be uploaded the next day. Read between the lines. Anyway, 7 o'clock puck drop, though. It will be on TV. I will not be, but that will be on TV. 7 o'clock puck drop. Leafs and Blues in St. Louis. Leafs looking for revenge because the shit show they put on here in Toronto need to bounce back and maybe look for the 3rd consecutive win. We'll see how it goes, though, right? So, guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game tonight, because it was very entertaining and they won, hit the like button. Do appreciate that. The subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game tonight. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night, 7:30 tip-off, Raptors, Lakers. I may have something in the works for Raptor fans. We'll see. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, maybe not tomorrow, but just down the road a bit. As for the Leafs, they're back in action. We talked about it. Saturday night in St. Louis against the Blues, 7 p.m. puck drop. Very interested to see who starts in goal. Do they go back to Joe Wall after his good game today, or do they give Anthony Stolarz the start again? We'll see. I'm leaning Joe Wall because you want him to get back at St. Louis. They scored 4 on him in that last game. One was an empty netter, I believe. So maybe bounce back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That video will be uploaded the next day. I'm pretty much guaranteeing it. If not, hey, great. You get a video that night. But otherwise, I'm going to say Sunday. All right. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And the game tonight. Talk to you guys then.